How we actually got started, we could go into that just for a second because it relates to everything.
Yep.
Is that you came to my father with allergies, correct? And you took on a drainage and detoxification regimen that helped you with that. Why don't we start there? Because I love giving that story of like how it all started and how you actually suffered a lot until you realized drainage was so important.
Yeah, so I, struggled with allergies my whole life, and I've done everything conventionally. I've done the immunotherapy shots, I've done antihistamines, I did everything, and my health was progressively getting worse. Not only allergies, but I was having a lot of GI, IBS, a lot of GI issues, a lot of anxiety. I had the whole kind of gamut of issues going on, and I went to see your dad, and we started working together as a patient, and he started using these modalities, drainage, primarily drainage, oral drainage remedies, as well as IV drainage, and really working on detoxification, lowering toxic burden. I had a lot of metal amalgams in my mouth. So removed the metal amalgams, then did a lot of chelation and treatment around pulling metals out of the body. And I started getting better and better and better. And, now I'm essentially allergy free. I mean, I still have, at its peak throughout the year, I get, GIs and issues and have to work on that, take some natural support around that. But it's dramatically improved my health. And it was really working with him and seeing how he was using these modalities really inspired me to then, kind of work with you, create this innovative medicine where we started working on marketing, promoting this information, and then eventually started importing and using drainage remedies, marketing and distributing Soluna drainage remedies for practitioners in the US. And then, cut to going to school and working with practitioners who were using drainage primarily at school. We were using Unda and Pekana remedies. And then eventually coming to work with your dad and then seeing kind of the full spectrum, kind of the full circle moment behind the scenes, seeing how utilizing drainage remedies, utilizing these amazing products in IV form, in oral form, in injectable form, was transforming people's health. It was really the foundational piece to what was happening at the clinic, where people were reversing cancers, reversing chronic Lyme, reversing autoimmune disease, reversing all these things. And I was just kind of blown away by it, and then became inspired to the now work promoting this information and teaching it and creating courses and memberships, working with people in group settings. So that was kind of my story, kind of full circle on how I got here. But really it was this concept of drainage, which is the foundational concept in European biological medicine. European biological medicine is a type of medicine, practiced in Europe, which, arguably your father is really the most skilled practitioner of this modality, I think, on the planet, and utilizing it to its absolute maximum effectiveness. And drainage forms the base. It's the foundational piece. Detoxification and drainage form the foundational piece to how we approach patients, how we were treating the patients, and how we were getting them healed and getting them cured. And it was such an important foundational piece that not many people know about. Really, no one really knows about. Even people in the U.S. who think they're practicing drainage aren't. That's kind of what inspired me to get where we are.
Yeah, I mean, I know it as incredibly important, as biological medicine as a whole talks a lot about drainage remedies, but I do think it kind of gets lumped into this detox and drainage just as a whole. And there is a separation of them.